telepathic.
No, the now say it.
What?
Now say it. The mic was muted.
Only because I'm listening to my favorite music and getting, trying to lift up the joy. Okay. Love y'all.
Some of us drink coffee to lighten our spirits, to get us going. And some of us listen to favorite albums. Get that adrenaline pumping. Hi, I'm Skip Elsheimer. Welcome to the AV Geeks Lunchtime Streaming Show. Oh, now the sun decides to come out. Anyways, we watch old 16mm films, and today we're just going to talk about coffee. Not happy with the election, but I'll tell you what I am happy about. The election does not diminish the fact that I enjoy being with you all and sharing what we do and sharing our lives. And so we're here with you. So thank you for being there. Here's a couple of whacked out coffee commercials. Enjoy.
Introducing a revolutionary new kind of coffee. New Epic. Coffee with flavor that goes beyond instant, beyond freeze-dried, even beyond perked coffee.
Wow, best cup of coffee I ever tasted.
New Epic coffee. Not just a new brand, a new kind of coffee. Epic is made with a special flavor process. Ordinary percolating lets flavor escape in the form of aroma, but Epic's special process is different. It captures that aroma and turns it back into flavor. You get chunks of coffee that burst into flavor the moment you add hot water.
Fantastic. Like she said, the best coffee I ever tasted.
Epic, coffee with flavor that goes beyond instant, beyond freeze-dried, even beyond perked. New Epic coffee.
Introducing a revolutionary new kind of coffee. It goes beyond instant, beyond freeze-dried, even beyond perked coffee.
Like drinking great coffee for the first time.
This is Epic.
Like drinking great coffee for the first time.
Epic, made possible by a special process that gives you more total flavor. When ordinary coffees percolate, flavor escapes in the form of aroma. But Epic's special process is different. It captures that aroma and turns it back into flavor. Result, chunks of coffee with more total flavor. Add water and...
Like drinking great coffee for the first time.
New Epic coffee.
Like drinking great coffee for the first time. Like drinking great coffee.
Epic coffee.
Great coffee for the first time.
Fresh perked coffee. There's nothing like it. All you give me at home is instants.
Oh, Harry, not here.
Another cup, Harry?
I'll get it. Why, Betty, you never used this percolator. Where'd the fresh coffee come from?
It's New Epic coffee. Fresh perk coffee with the fresh frozen in.
This came from a jar?
Here's Epic's secret. Epic takes an extra processing step. It captures the aromatic fresh perked flavors ordinary instants lose. Epic preserves these flavors by deep freezing them at temperatures that go down past 50 below, past 80 below, way down at 108 degrees below zero, because the deeper the freeze, the fresher the flavor. Then Epic returns these flavors to the brew, so Epic tastes fresh perked.
Get some of this fresh perked for me, huh?
A whole jar full, honey.
Get new Epic coffee, fresh perked coffee with the fresh frozen in.
That was epic. It's like, how do we take mediocre instant coffee? What do? We make it epic. So this is these are commercials coming up that I did for the Duke AdViews project, and we did, I don't know, it seemed like a whole week of these commercials. It was a lot. So here's just a sampling of commercials for a powdered creamer called Pream. Enjoy.
Millie, Millie, give me your answer, pray. Why are thousands switching to Pream today?
This new way to cream your coffee can save 1/3 the money. No waste, no fuss, always fresh Pream is better in every way.
Yes, Pream is the wonderful new way to cream coffee. One can actually goes as far as 2 half pints. Just sprinkle Pream on hot coffee and it dissolves instantly. Pream is a pure 100% dairy product made with milk solids and pure cream. That's Pream. Pasteurized, homogenized, nothing added. You'll love the rich, creamy flavor. There's no cream pitcher ring, no spoilage, no waste. Pream needs no refrigeration. Pream keeps for weeks without refrigeration and keeps indefinitely unopened. So stock up on Pream at your food store.
Mighty good.
Have you tried Pream? It's the new dairy miracle that creams your coffee instantly. Pream needs no refrigeration. It never sours, never turns. Pream is thrifty, too. 1 can equals 2 half pints of cream, yet costs much less. The new way to cream it is to Pream it. Get delicious Pream today. The amazing new dairy miracle Pream creams your coffee instantly, deliciously. Pream is made entirely from milk solids and pure cream, yet it costs so much less than cream. And Pream never sours or turns, needs no refrigeration. The new way to cream it is to Pream it. Get Pream today.
That new camera has hardly been out of Jim's hands all day. The missus gave it to him. That's the missus. And right now she's making a little test. She's putting something new and wonderful into that cup of coffee. Looks good. Now she wants to see if he can tell. Is it Pream or cream? It's Pream, and once it's in the coffee, most folks can't tell. That's because Pream is made entirely with sweet, fresh cream and other milk products in convenient instant form. And you don't have to keep it in the refrigerator. Stays fresh right on the table. Costs about 1/3 less, too. She sure surprised Jim. He had no idea. Or maybe he did. And say, Merry Christmas, everybody, from Pream.
The chap is taking a beating, ladies and gentlemen. There's a right to the jaw, another right to the head, another right to the midsection, and a flurry of rights to the head, ladies and gentlemen. And the chap is
Hey, that looks good. Wonder if he can tell what she stirred in. Well, is it Pream or cream? It's Pream, and once it's in the coffee, most folks can't tell. Pream is made entirely of fresh, sweet cream and other milk products in convenient, instant form. No need to keep Pream in the refrigerator. Right on the table, it stays fresh, always handy. Pream costs about 1/3 less, too. And, oh, man, is Pream ever good whipped. For whipping directions and other brand-new kitchen-tested recipes, free, write to Pream, Box 41, Columbus, Ohio. Yes, you sure have to keep your eyes open to tell Pream from cream, even whipped. Try Pream. It's delicious.
Yep, time to draw up the New Year's resolutions. That's what Jim's doing right now. He doesn't even notice what the missus is doing. She's putting a delicious new surprise into his cup of coffee. Looks good. And now, let's see if he can tell. Is it Pream or cream? It's Pream, and once it's in the coffee, most folks can't tell. That's because Pream is made entirely with sweet, fresh cream and other milk products in convenient, instant form. No need to keep it in the refrigerator. Stays fresh right on the table. Costs about 1/3 less, too. Another resolution? Save money and enjoy it with Pream. Well, that's a good resolution for everybody. By the way, Happy New Year, everybody, from Pream. There's one bridge player who sure knows her cards. But will she know what her hostess is stirring into that cup of coffee? Looks good, doesn't it? Now let's see if she can tell. Is it Pream or cream? It's Pream. And once it's in the coffee, most folks can't tell. You see, Pream is made entirely with fresh, sweet cream and other milk products in convenient instant form. No need to keep it in the refrigerator. Stays fresh on the table. Always handy. Costs about a third less, too. And the big buy in food stores today is the new giant-size Pream. Creams up to 120 cups of coffee. It's your big buy for cooking, too, with wonderful Pream recipes on every jar. Get new giant-size Pream right away and save.
Is it Pream or cream? And the missus is secretly sneaking Pream into your coffee cup, so be careful with that. Let's see. What else we got going on here? This next film is a Calvin film, and it features our good friends, the management team that shows up in the Alcoa management films. This one's called Coffee Break, and this differs from the other films I have in that this is in stunningly beautiful color. But I'm sure that the transgressions that the managers will take with their employees are still the same. Enjoy.
A present from the boss, to be used twice daily as a memento of how time flies. A funny present? Well, it's all according to what you mean by funny. It's no laughing matter. In fact, it has to do with a very serious problem. The grains of sand in this hourglass have been carefully measured. 10 minutes, the length of a coffee break. The problem? Well, it seems like some people just don't know how to tell time, and according to the boss, it's costing the company thousands of dollars every year. Now, don't get me wrong. I like coffee. In fact, I'd be out on a break right now if it wasn't because, well, I'm on a spot. It's up to me to figure out a way for the people to realize that a coffee break means 10 minutes, or 15 at the most. Seems like a small thing to get upset about, but it's pretty big when it comes to dollars and cents. You'd be surprised, like I was in the boss's office.
The extent of the problem is pointed up by the fact that today, more than 7 out of 10 workers are taking their coffee breaks, as compared with only half this number 10 years ago. Now listen to this. The hot cups of coffee enjoyed by about 27 million Americans is costing industry more than $1 billion annually. Now think of that. Over $1 billion.
Yeah, that's those national figures for you. Thousands of industries, millions of people.
Well, let's bring it down to our own level. What would you guess a coffee break is costing us?
You're really serious about this, aren't you?
We're not a big operation, Joe. 400 people on the payroll. Even so, I'd bet my bottom buck the coffee break is costing us at least $30,000 a year.
What?
That's right, $30,000. All that has to happen, and it does happen, is for half of our people to take an extra 10 minutes. Now figure it up. A daily loss of $130 multiplied by 242 working days in the year. Go on, figure it out. $30,000.
Okay, but what can we do about it? A coffee break is almost an American institution. You can't just call them off. You'd start a revolution.
I'm not talking about the break itself. That's another 10 minutes, another $30,000. I'm talking about the abuse of the break. The 30 grand I don't think we should have to pay.
Well, now, there's more to this than meets the eye.
You can say that again, a lot more. For the past 2 weeks, I've studied the coffee break habits of our people. Now, that 10 minutes starts when they get their hands on the cup of coffee. What happens before and after is a matter of small concern, to them, that is.
Hey, Mac, it's about that time.
Man, you are so right. Shop early and avoid the crowd, huh?
Got a match?
I think so.
I must have left mine at the bowling alley last night.
Here we are.
Time for coffee.
And that's the way it starts. Somebody leaves early, first thing you know, they're all gone. Well, almost everybody. At least the coffee break starts 5-10 minutes ahead of time.
Well, maybe they do avoid the rush. Maybe it's better if they don't all go at once.
Sure. Except for the fact that on the way...
Hey, Frankie boy, time to live it up.
In a hurry?
What's up?
Oh, gotta get this thing out. I'll be through in a minute.
Take your time. Hey, Frank.
Yeah?
What's this? Something new?
This is my pride and joy. Well, it's a fun... What is it, though? Time has a way of getting away from us, Joe. Those minutes that mean nothing to the employee cost this organization a lot of dough.
Well, Al, you're the boss. We'll do whatever you say. However, I do think that there's a danger of losing sight of the workers' viewpoint.
Okay, I go along with that. That's one of the reasons why you're here. As personnel manager, I expect you to represent the people. Speak up.
Well, Al, the average worker thinks of himself as being chained to a desk with mountains of work around him that never gets done. That clock on the wall with the magic hours of 10 and 3 is a key to momentary freedom. And he needs that freedom.
Oh, Joe, that's ridiculous. You're overplaying it. We all have to conform to rules and regulations. You do, I do, everybody does.
True, but that's too general. Let's nail it down. Monotony is our problem. Monotony can cause a worker to forget logic and common sense. The coffee break stands for something. Take it away and it suddenly becomes very important. The loss can result in bigger and more costly problems.
I'm not asking that it be taken away. All I'm asking is that they take their 10 minutes and let it go at that.
Okay, but is that possible?
Well, that sounds like a leading question, but let's have it.
Well, if the worker has only 10 minutes, is it possible for him to get to the place, get his coffee, and get back in that length of time?
Well, I hate to put it like this, Joe, but that's not my problem.
Well, it isn't, and yet it is, if the situation results in lost time.
Any suggestions?
What about coffee dispensers located in certain areas?
No good. Amalgamated tried that. They really did it up brown. Stood the expense. Had an attendant come in twice daily. And at first, everybody thought it was a great idea. It was something for nothing. Right away, the boss was a great guy. But it wasn't long until...
This is coffee?
Gets worse every day. Gee, what a chintzy outfit.
And it wasn't long before human nature began to show through in other ways. Speaking of problems, the company-sponsored coffee break has a few of its own. But getting back to this matter of ample time, I'd be more lenient in my thinking if the abuse did stem from having to wait for service. Usually it's an entirely different situation.
Thought you liked it where you were.
I did. But, you know, Jake, haven't you guys heard? No. Jake the foreman, Jake the foreman.
Yeah?
Me and Jake get into it over a matter of policy. Can you imagine Jake telling me how to run the shop? Can you imagine that?
Hey, bring some more coffee, please.
I'll tell you, listen, there's two things that...
When they take too long at the coffee break, they start yakking and slipping the knife into each other like a bunch of old women.
But on the other hand, Al, it can be a place where business is transacted. Oh, sure, it can be a period for goofing off, but it also can be a good thing. A time when your people get to know each other. That's good. Don't you work better with people you know? If you're working around strangers, you spend a lot of time trying to size them up.
Well, you're a worthy opponent, I'll say that. But now let's consider one of my pet peeves. Women. Of course, they all have to stop by the powder room. Their 10 minutes is gone with a cigarette and putting on a new face. Harry's Diner or the Waldorf. It's all the same. You never know who might be there. And talk about the grapevine. Brother, this is where the original seeds are planted. Another complaint is that all too often the few that fear each other get in their own little circle, and other people are left out. And where do they go on the way back to the office? You guessed it, the powder room again. And all the readiness procedures and the countless little adjustments known only to a woman.
Al, for the first time in our whole discussion, you're on tilt. Do I detect a bit of personal prejudice?
To a degree, perhaps. But there's a lot of truth in what I've said. Certain people take from 30 to 45 minutes for a coffee break.
Well, I can remedy that.
No, Joe, they're good workers. Otherwise, you'd have had their names long before this. No, there has to be another solution. This is human nature. Now, you're the expert, so I'm giving you the problem. And I'm expecting a solution. Ouch. Now, you may have an educational problem on your hands. But one way or another, I want our people to realize management's side of this problem. The dollars and cents angle. Our people must be taught not to take advantage of a situation that just grew like Topsy. Here's a present for you, Joe.
For me? Well, thanks.
Go on. Open it. I know you've seen one of those before, but this one's special. Turn it over. Instead of an hour, this one measures 10 minutes. The theoretical length of time of one of our coffee breaks. Now, I want you to use this twice daily, at 10 and 3, for the length of time necessary for you to come up with a solution to our problem.
A solution to the problem.
Hey, Joe,
Didn't see you down for coffee, man. I thought maybe you might be hurting.
Yeah, I'm hurting all right.
How's that?
Oh, nothing. Never mind. You'll hear about it soon enough.
This is a cup of coffee.
Thank you for the coffee.
Yeah, anytime, Joe. Anytime.
Well, at least it keeps me close to the problem. But it still leaves me with one vital unanswered question. What can be done about it?
That was so great. I mean, one, it was a longer form film compared to the other Calvin films that we've shown. It was a stunningly beautiful color, Kodachrome, and had some extra music to it. And but it was the same formula. It's like, hey, there's this problem, and as a manager, Joe, what are you going to do about it? Ooh. What's interesting is I have, and I've shown this, another film by Coca-Cola, which talks about the importance of taking a Coca-Cola break and talking about the placement of machines where your workers can get to it, and how that boosts productivity. So, yeah, if this was made by a coffee company, I'm sure that they would talk about those numbers as well. But a pet peeve of mine, women. Yeah. All right, so this has been talked about and hinted at. I got a bunch of Folgers commercials, and these are interesting because they, as we've seen, and if you remember, they capitalize on the anxiety that a housewife feels as far as pleasing her husband. Because she was the one that was making decisions on the brand of coffee to buy. And, is it worth buying a store brand and saving some pennies? Or if I bought this brand, then my husband will be happy and my life will be happy. It's interesting. So I don't know if this is the same ad agency because this happens again with Pampers. Like when they introduced Pampers, it was all about the anxiety of the mother being a good mother. And if you want to be a good mother, you got to buy Pampers. So it's that same type of dynamic of getting in there. That anxiety is already there. That self-doubt is already there. So this just drives it home. So this coffee commercial, incredibly sexist. Enjoy.
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks, beautiful.
You're welcome.
How can such a pretty wife make such bad coffee?
I heard that.
Judy, what brings you over?
Oh, Mrs. Olson, Frank crabbed about my coffee again.
Oh, is coffee a problem?
Sure is. I can't make good coffee.
Good coffee's no problem. If you use the coffee with better flavor.
Folgers. Folgers coffee?
Yeah. Folgers is different. They blend it special. And Folgers is mountain-grown coffee.
Mountain-grown?
That's the richest kind. You try it.
Your coffee, sir.
Oh, thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
It's great, honey. How can such a pretty wife make such great coffee?
I heard that.
Try Folgers, the mountain-grown coffee. Mountain-grown for better flavor.
Like to have one, Mrs. Olson?
Oh, Arthur, I'd love one.
Take Arthur, too, while you're at it. He's always barking about my coffee.
Now, honey, all I said was...
I don't make good coffee.
No.
Mrs. Olson, I'm afraid he's right.
Dear, good coffee's no problem if you use a coffee with better flavor. Here, now you try Folgers.
It's like I've tried them all.
Huh? Folgers is different. It's mountain-grown coffee.
Mountain-grown?
Yeah, that's the best coffee. The richest kind. Especially the way Folgers blends it.
Honey, why don't you try it?
Okay. Right now.
You know, this Folgers really is great coffee.
Really like it?
Honey, Folgers is this man's best friend.
Try Folgers, the mountain-grown coffee. Mountain-grown for better flavor.
Darling, it's our anniversary. Why so glum?
Nothing? Well, it's your coffee.
Again? Even today?
Honey, your coffee just doesn't taste any good.
Mr. McGregor?
What's wrong, Jeannie?
My coffee, it just isn't any good. And on my anniversary, too.
Well, I think you should try new Instant Folgers.
Instant Folgers?
No, I said new Instant Folgers. Today's Instant Folgers tastes good as fresh perked because it's made from fresh perked coffee. Then that fresh perked coffee is turned into new Instant Folgers.
Tastes good as fresh perked because it is. Fresh perked.
Right.
Mr. McGregor, I'll try it.
Good.
Wonderful anniversary, darling, in every way. Even the coffee.
It's new Instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked.
I like it better.
New Instant Folgers tastes good as fresh perked because it is.
Now here's the captain getting aboard our yacht, Miss Olson.
Oh, it must have been such a nice vacation. Did you ever see Larry looking so happy?
Oh, honey, happiness is a vacation. Away from your coffee.
Larry. Oh, Mrs. Olson, he's always ranting about my coffee. But I guess it really isn't any good.
Oh, now, good coffee's no problem. All you need is a coffee with better flavor. Folgers.
Folgers coffee?
Yeah. Folgers is different. It's mountain-grown coffee.
Is mountain grown better?
It's the richest kind. And Folgers blends it special. Make some now.
Okay. Hope it quiets the shutterbug.
Honey, this Folgers coffee is great.
Want another cup?
You bet. Happiness is another cup of your coffee.
Try Folgers, the mountain-grown coffee. Mountain-grown for better flavor.
Forget the coffee, Marge. It's never very good.
But Phil,
I'll get some at the plant.
Mr. McGregor, please.
Why the big sad eyes, Margie?
Phil would rather drink cafeteria coffee than mine.
Then I have just the thing. New Instant Folgers.
What do you mean, new Instant Folgers?
Oh, it's plenty new. New Instant Folgers taste good as fresh perked, because that's how they make it.
From fresh perked coffee?
From fresh perked coffee. Then, zip, it's turned into granules of new Instant Folgers.
Tastes good as fresh perked because it is fresh perked.
Here, you just try it.
Mr. McGregor, I will.
Say now.
Like it?
That's great.
It's new Instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked.
Honey, I like it better.
Tastes good as fresh perked because it is.
Oh, this coffee is criminal.
Honey, you killed the petunias.
Then you admit it. Your coffee really is murder.
Papa Eddie, my coffee, it's murder. It's either too bitter or too weak.
Try Folgers. Never bitter, never weak, always nice and rich. Because Folgers coffee is mountain grown.
Mountain grown?
Like the sign says. Mountain grown for richer flavor. Mountains is where the best coffee comes from.
Well, all right.
You know, it's a crime not to have delicious coffee like this all the time.
We will, now that I've discovered the mountains. Ooh.
Folgers coffee, mountain grown for richer flavor.
Come on in, Mrs. Olson. Welcome to feeding time at the zoo.
Oh, my. Well, they certainly seem to like everything, Mary.
Thank goodness they're not like their father. He's always griping about my coffee.
We'll admit it, honey. Your coffee is pretty bad.
Oh, maybe he's right, Mrs. Olson. But for the life of me, I can't seem to make good coffee.
Good coffee's no problem. Just use a coffee with better flavor. Folgers.
Folgers coffee?
Yeah, Folgers is different. It's mountain-grown coffee.
Mountain-grown?
That's the richest kind. And Folgers blends it special. Make some tonight.
Hope Herb likes it.
Honey, this coffee tastes terrific.
It's Folgers. Really like it?
Now you've got me eating out of your hand.
Try Folgers, the mountain-grown coffee. Mountain-grown for better flavor.
Attention, ladies, please. Right now, at the end of aisle 2, I've set out a brand new, can't-miss, husband-pleasing coffee.
Mr. McGregor, a new coffee? But you always recommend instant Folgers.
I used to recommend instant Folgers,
You too?
but now I recommend new instant Folgers.
Instant Folgers is new?
Sure is. New instant Folgers tastes good as fresh perked because it is fresh perked. Look here. Folgers starts with fresh perked coffee. Then they turn this percolated coffee into new instant Folgers. Every cup tastes good as fresh perked.
Because it is fresh perked.
Oh, I like it better. Remember, instant Folgers is brand new. Oh, Mrs. Brown, the way your husband likes good coffee, you better take 2. Try new instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked because it is fresh perked.
Mrs. Olson. Mary, come in. My goodness. You look as if you lost your last friend.
It's my Jim again. You should have heard him this morning. Mary, your coffee is as undrinkable as ever.
Oh, and Jim's usually so nice.
I know, Mrs. Olson, but he's always got some complaint about my coffee. Just once I'd like a compliment.
Good coffee is no problem if you use a coffee with better flavor. Folgers.
Folgers coffee?
Yeah, Folgers is different. They blend it special. And see, Folgers is mountain-grown coffee.
Mountain-grown?
That's the richest kind. You try it.
I will.
You'll get a compliment in every cup.
Honey, this coffee is the greatest. You've been taking coffee-making lessons.
The lesson I learned is Folgers.
For a compliment in every cup, try Folgers, the mountain-grown coffee.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's your coffee again. The desk sergeant at the station makes better coffee than this.
Ed, really?
Sorry, honey. But your coffee tastes terrible.
Mr. McGregor, please help me.
Carol, what's the matter?
My coffee. Ed says he gets better coffee at the police station.
Why not try new instant Folgers?
Instant Folgers?
No, I said new instant Folgers, Carol. Tastes good as fresh perked because it's made from fresh perked coffee. Then they actually turn that fresh perked coffee into new instant Folgers.
Tastes good as fresh perked because it is. Fresh perked. Mr. McGregor, I'll try it.
Hey, the Sarge never made coffee like this.
It's new instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked.
I like it better.
Try new instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked because it is.
Oh, there you are.
Hi, Mrs. Olson.
Hi.
I hope you and Tom are enjoying meeting all your new neighbors, Diane.
Oh, we are.
Oh, I'm so glad.
You made us feel so at home. Everything's wonderful.
Even the coffee's better. Here.
You mean better than you get at home. I know.
Well, what's the matter with your coffee, Diane?
Wish I knew. I just can't seem to make good coffee.
Oh, good coffee is no problem if you use a coffee with better flavor. Folgers.
Folgers coffee?
Yeah, Folgers is different. They blend it special. And you see, Diane, Folgers is mountain-grown coffee.
Is mountain grown any better?
That's the richest kind. You try it.
Okay.
Say, this is really a good cup of coffee.
Like it? It's Folgers.
It's as good as Mrs. Olson's.
Try Folgers, the mountain-grown coffee. Mountain-grown for better flavor.
Wonderful anniversary, dear, and thank you for the flowers.
You're welcome, darling.
But if you could do one thing for me,
What?
try to do something about your coffee.
I hoped it would be better today. Oh, Mr. McGregor.
Jeannie, a little smile. It's a beautiful morning.
Mine isn't. Married a year and I still can't make good coffee.
Oh, we can fix that with new instant Folgers.
New instant Folgers?
Mm-hmm. See? New instant Folgers tastes good as fresh perked, because that's how it's made.
From fresh perked coffee?
From fresh perked coffee. Then it's turned into granules of new instant Folgers.
Tastes good as fresh perked because it is fresh perked. Mr. McGregor, I'll try it.
Hey, great coffee. What happened?
It's new instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked.
I like it better. Tastes good as fresh perked, because it is.
Mrs. Olson. Mary, come in. My goodness. You look as if you lost your last friend.
It's my Jim again. You should have heard him this morning. Mary, your coffee is as undrinkable as ever.
Oh, and Jim's always so nice.
I know, Mrs. Olson, but he's always got some complaint about my coffee. Maybe he's right. I just can't seem to make good coffee.
Good coffee is no problem if you use a coffee with better flavor. Folgers.
Folgers coffee?
Yeah. Folgers is different. They blend it special. And see, Folgers is mountain-grown coffee.
Mountain-grown?
That's the richest kind. You try it.
I will. Tonight.
Honey, this coffee is the greatest. You've been taking coffee-making lessons.
The lesson I learned is Folgers.
Try Folgers, the mountain-grown coffee. Mountain-grown for better flavor.
Mrs. Olson. Mary, come in. My goodness. You look as if you lost your last friend.
It's my Jim again. You should have heard him this morning.
Mary, your coffee is as undrinkable as ever.
Oh, and Jim's always so nice.
I know, Mrs. Olson, but he's always got some complaint about my coffee. Maybe he's right. I just can't seem to make good coffee.
He always complains about my coffee. No. Maybe I can help.
I just can't seem to make good coffee.
Good coffee's no problem.
Oh, but I've tried.
If you use a coffee with better flavor. Here. Now, you try this. Folgers coffee? Yeah, it's different. Folgers blends it special. They use mountain-grown coffee.
Is mountain-grown better?
Yeah, that's the richest kind. Make some with dinner tonight.
Hope Larry likes it.
You'll see.
Is this a different kind of coffee?
Mm-hmm, it's Folgers.
Honey, it tastes great.
Honey, it tastes great.
Like father, like son.
Try Folgers, the mountain-grown coffee. Mountain-grown for better flavor.
Married only 3 weeks. You don't love me anymore.
Of course I do. All I said was your coffee tastes bad. See you tonight. Such a long face, Connie.
Who are you?
Dr. Good Coffee.
Dr. Good Coffee? Well, bad coffee's ruining my marriage.
Then try something new. New instant Folgers.
A new instant? Well, you're holding a percolator.
Today's instant Folgers starts out as fresh perked coffee. And then they turn this into new instant Folgers. So it tastes good as fresh perked.
Because it is.
Because it is. Try it. Dr. Good Coffee knows what's good.
Honey, I love you. And your coffee.
New instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked.
I like it better.
Try new instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked.
Because it is.
Bill Jones, you haven't said one word to me this morning.
I just don't want to talk about it.
About what?
Your coffee. It's awful.
Oh, Mr. McGregor, I'm desperate. My husband says my coffee's awful.
Well, I used to recommend instant Folgers.
Used to?
But now I recommend new instant Folgers.
New? Instant Folgers is new?
Sure is. And it tastes good as fresh perked. Because it is.
Really?
Look, new instant Folgers actually starts out as fresh perked coffee. Then they turn this percolated coffee into new instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked.
Because it is fresh perked. I'll try it.
Have I ever told you you make a wonderful cup of coffee?
It's new instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked.
I like it better.
New Instant Folgers tastes good as fresh perked because it is fresh perked.
Oh, my new dishes! You like them, Mrs. Olson?
Sally, they're beautiful. Such pretty cups.
Well, they may be pretty cups, but I'm sure her coffee will still be pretty bad.
Bill! Oh, he's always nagging me about my coffee. But I guess he's right. I just can't seem to make good coffee.
Good coffee's no problem if you use a coffee with better flavor. Folgers.
Folgers coffee?
Yeah, Folgers is different. See, it's mountain-grown coffee.
Is mountain grown really better?
It's the richest kind. And Folgers blends it special. You try some.
Okay. I'll make Folgers for lunch.
You know, honey, this Folgers really does make a difference.
Now I can enjoy my new cups.
And I can enjoy your new coffee.
Try Folgers, the mountain-grown coffee. Mountain-grown for better flavor.
You're looking at a giant percolator filled with fresh perked coffee. Now, I've got news for you. This is fresh perked coffee, too, in concentrated form. New Instant Folgers, coffee that tastes good as fresh perked because it is. We're using this giant coffee pot to show you that new Instant Folgers actually starts out as percolated coffee, fresh, piping hot. Then, in a flash, the water's taken out, leaving concentrated beads of fresh perked flavor. And this is what you get. New Instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked because it is. Remember, this is delicious percolated coffee. And this is delicious percolated coffee in concentrated form. New Instant Folgers. That's why new Instant Folgers taste good as fresh perked, because it is. Try new Instant Folgers. Taste good as fresh perked, because it is.
I still say the little theater miscast you. Getting you to make the coffee.
Now don't start that again, Hamlet.
Honey, you won't be able to give your coffee away.
Oh, Mrs. Olson, he's harping on my coffee again.
No. I'm on costumes, but maybe I can help you, too. Ever try Folgers coffee?
Oh, I just can't make coffee he'll like.
Making coffee isn't hard if you use a coffee with better flavor. Now, Folgers is mountain-grown.
Is mountain grown really better?
But it's the richest kind, especially the way Folgers blends it. Make some for the show tonight.
Okay. I sure would like a good review for once.
They were all wonderful, right?
Honey, what you do, this coffee's great.
You really think so?
Think so? You've stolen the show.
Try Folgers, the mountain-grown coffee. Mountain-grown for better flavor.
Mrs. Olson?
Mary, come in. My goodness. You look as if you lost your last friend.
It's my Jim again. You should have heard him this morning. Mary, your coffee is as undrinkable as ever.
Oh, and Jim's always so nice.
I know.
Jim. How many times did they have that commercial with Jim? Yeah, so we got to meet Dr. Good Coffee. One second.
Oh, sorry. Hi, everybody.
We got to meet Mr. Good Coffee. I don't think it was a very popular character, this weird British guy, like, magically appearing in the middle of that woman's kitchen. I don't think that resonated with folks. But, yeah. The dynamics of selling Folgers. It's fascinating. Like, what was the common theme? It wasn't how good the coffee is and how it's prepared. It was that women finally got their husbands to show that they loved them. I mean, that's basically what we got here, and that's the problem. It's so easy to sell people on things if you like jab at their insecurities and their anxieties. I'm not going to soapbox here, but boy, am I soapboxing. Anyways, this was a show about coffee. And this is a show about how much we love you guys. We love showing films to you. We will be here for you. If the headlines get nasty, and I think that they probably will, we'll be here for you. We'll be here to go back and look back and think about our past, and because we know better, right? Yeah. All right. Thumbs up. You can also actually buy us coffee by going to ko-fi.com/avgeeks or patreon.com/avgeeks. Those are all great ways to support us. But just hitting the thumbs up, hitting the like, commenting, using the super thanks button to donate. That money is going to go towards film storage rental. I pretty much buy store brand coffee, so I don't buy brand name coffee. And I French press it. So there you go. There's the secret. I don't use instant coffee. Now you know. I don't use Pream. I drink my coffee black with no sugar. So pretty hardcore. Anyways, I'm happy. This morning I was like, I don't know if I can do a show, but by the end of this, I feel better being with you and talking with you, and I will see you tomorrow. It's a promise. And if I'm not here tomorrow for whatever reason, it'll be a pre-recorded show. There's no reason for me not to be here, but just know I'm thinking about you, and I love you guys.